What's up, y'all? I'm here to tell you that sandwich was the business. Y'all need to try it. You know what? I ain't got to give my money to Jersey Mike for a while because let me tell you something. That sandwich gives Jersey Mike a run for his money because I mean you put everything on there that you want and the flavor. Ooh, that was good to me. And y'all know how I love me some onions. But listen, y'all, let me talk about something real quick. Y'all know how I am about my family and just family in general. Family is so important. Now there are two shows that I've been watching, reality. One of them is SWV and Escape. Yes, I have always been a big fan of them when I was a little teenager. Um, and we're all the ladies at SWV, we're all about the same age. So they're in their 50s, 51, 52, somewhere around there. So uh, I can remember when they came out. But anyway, enjoy their music, love their music. And of course, I enjoyed Escape. And matter of fact, my dad used to love that song by Escape. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Party on down to the Escape beat, just kicking it. He used to love that song. My daddy did. But anyway, ooh, y'all. I don't even want to really speak on the controversy, but in summary, for those of you who watch that show, in summary, the SWV and Escape, they had a versus. Remember when we were on lockdown and that became popular where different groups or different singers would sing against each other and just reminisce of old songs, back in the day. Like there was remember Stephanie Mills and Shaka Khan did it, Gladys Knight and Dionne Warwick and just different people. And it became that was just a way to promote entertainment for them because everybody was on lockdown. So anyway, that was a good little social thing. But anyway, so I have started watching that show, and my heart just truly breaks that LaTocha and her sister Tamika are going through this very no longer in the house, in the family. Now it's for everybody to see and comment on and all that. For those of you who have followed Escape, they've always had some rifts here and there. Some people want to go solo. And just all of that. That happens in groups. It happens all the time. You hear about it from way back, Diana Ross and the Supremes, and even Gladys Knight and the Pips when they split up and all that kind of stuff. So it happens. People desire to do their own thing, and I ain't mad at it, baby. Do it till you're satisfied. But listen, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Is it not the truth on Mad Day? See, I'm telling y'all that y'all think I'm being comical. On Mad Day. Because when you even go through and look at it, of course, their family, their siblings, and all that kind of stuff. But baby, let me tell you something. Folks that will sin with you, honey, unfortunately will turn around and sin against your tail. And I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm just a spectator just like everybody else. But, there's rumors of alleged LaTocha, stole her sister's $30,000, her royalty check. I mean, that's just a hot mess, all of that. Again, I ain't got a dog in the fight. Don't know if it's true. I'm sure if it is true, it's going to come out. It's going to come out because, honey, we in the day and age, baby, on Mad Day, and if she got the receipts. And I've been watching little snippets online with Tiny's mama, because she's the one who signed all them up for that cloud sound thing so they can get their royalty. So shout out to Tiny's mama for hooking it up. Isn't that something? But I got to thinking about that. Then my heart just Ooh, y'all. And then see now the dream that LaTocha had to become a gospel artist, and she's got her record deal, and I think she's got a single out, and I'm not sure how that's going. I did listen to the song, nice song, but she's gonna have to make her way into the music industry, the gospel music industry, I should say, by her own merit. And I pray and wish her all the best. But all that turmoil that's going on, and then, ooh, y'all, like I said, listen, I'm just praying that they work through that, because just like I have said, you can go through some things with your family, and you can be mad with your sister or your brother because they poured bleach on your blue jeans. And here it is, that happened when y'all were 19, 20 years old. Now here it is, behold, y'all almost 50, and you're still mad at each other because of your favorite pair of jeans she poured bleach on it. And so now, if it's true, $30,000 ain't nothing to sneeze at. But see, even that money situation, but even according to Tamika, she still all, because LaTocha's the older sister, she always still stuck up for her. She always still fought for her, and always felt like the odd one out because, she claims that her mom, has more favoritism toward her. So it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And my heart just broke just watching that unfold on TV, even though we see that stuff. But stuff like that, I don't ever get desensitized to, because I have such a love and respect for my mother. I respect my siblings. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't going to sit here and tell you that me and my siblings ain't got into it. But stuff that's so personal, I mean, now, Tamika confessed she gave her sister a you-know-what tape. And now she's being threatened to out her. Y'all, it can be, like I said, on Mad Day, look, on Mad Day, people will sacrifice their own children, won't they? Oh, yes, honey, they will sacrifice their own children. But on Mad Day, honey, they start telling stuff. Now, and see what I'm saying? See how it's all just convoluted. But I said all that just to say this. I hope and pray that LaTocha and her sister Tamika, I really truly hope they work through that and work it out. I hope don't nothing, haphazardly, this intimate tape get exposed. I pray and hope that none of that, all that happen. I really hope that doesn't happen. I really hope that doesn't happen. And I just pray for the both of them. I ain't trying to get on here and say, one is right over the other. Because like I said, we weren't there. We don't know. And you never know what either one of them did. It's out there now. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's out there. Whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. And I just said, oh my God, these two sisters, they both have an awesome talent. If anything, again, whoever's right or whoever's wrong, whoever's lying or in denial, you would hope and think that, like Tamika, even though she is adamant that her sister and her husband stole that money from her, and then other little things along the way, you talking about federal. If she decides to pursue that, you follow what I'm saying? So you talking about there's not a statute of limitations on that. So she could really, if she feel like she got the evidence to go forth with that, again, on Mad Day. See, that's what I'm saying. On Mad Day, honey. If she get mad enough and say, you know what? Okay, if she released this tape for whatever reason, or it happened to get out there, and unfortunately we've seen it happen to the Kim Kardashians, what's that girl name? Pamela and Tommy. I mean, We've seen it, in other words. And ooh, it's just so ugly. But like I said, honey, on Mad Day, when people are mad and they ready for some get back, and they don't care if they Mad Day cause you to go to jail. Like I said, I don't know. We won't there. We can just only go by with what they're saying, and what you feel in your heart is the truth. And like I said, whatever the truth is, if they, either one of them, pursue whatever, we'll find out. Because you know, social media, that's its own machine and beast on its own. Isn't that the truth? So I'm being honest, y'all. I'm just praying about that situation. I really, really am, because that is ugly. It is ugly. And then you got their mama in between all that. Ooh. Mm. But like I said, that's why I said, anytime you can find it in your heart to forgive, anytime you can find, I mean, go behind closed doors, shut the camera off. Don't let clicks and views in social media, in a paycheck, don't let that overtake your sense of family. Don't let that mess you up. Don't let it mess you up. Because I'm telling you, you can get addicted to the views and the fame and the notoriety and all that kind of stuff. Just don't let it overtake and consume you, because I'm telling you, on Mad Day, you let the right person get in your ear on Mad Day, honey, they'll have you pushed out and push you right over the cliff, just to see how things are going to play out, just to see what that person's reaction is going to be. So I'm just telling y'all, whatever you can, lock hands as a family, and just try to work that kind of stuff out. And again, even in that, if you know you did something to your family member, but you so invested in your lie, or you so invested in your truth, that you still can't see compromise, and you still can't see, you know what, let my love for you cover any sin that you committed against me, because I got to be able to forgive you. And I'm here to tell y'all, Mad Day don't play. Because Mad Day. Now, so anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about that. And then, so just keep them sisters in prayer. Keep all of them in prayer, because like I say, even SWV, I remember when Coco was going solo, they had their little thing. But business is business. I mean, you can't, I can't be mad at people who want to pursue their dreams, and sometimes it may not include everybody. Sometimes you have to walk the line. Ain't that what Johnny Cash said? Walk the line. You got to do some things that you want to pursue on your own. You just want to see how it would go, see how it works out. So I'm not mad at anybody that want to pursue their dreams. Absolutely. But the other thing too, the other show I've been watching is it called Grown and Gospel, or Gospel and Grown? Grown. It's either vice versa, and it's about the siblings and or family members of some of the most famous gospel singers, like Fred Hammond. His daughter is on the show. Some of the Clark sisters, siblings and all that stuff is on the show. Kinfolk and everything. Different pastors, different, And I'm enjoying the show, but there's a guy on there, I can't even think of his name. He's got the blonde hairish up here at the top. He messy. Ooh. Y'all probably could see that bee. He's messy, y'all. He is messy. He's already vexing my spirit. Is he vexing y'all's spirit? Y'all will think of the name. I'll think of his name and put his name on the screen. But again, see what I'm saying? It don't matter what. This is why I try to tell people, I don't care who you think you try to idolize, or you think they're so holier than that. Let me tell you something. We all put our pants and draws on the same way unless you got something medically wrong with you. Y'all understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, honey. People do how they want to do. That's why I say you have to develop a relationship with God for yourself, baby. You sitting up here looking at this one and that one and trying to reach their pinnacle. Honey, you better reach your own truth. That's why I tell people, honey, I enjoy my salvation. I enjoy my life. Listen, trust and believe. If there's anything my Heavenly Father is not pleased with me about, oh, He'll let me know. And I am smart enough to turn from that activity or thought process or way of living. Trust and believe. Because he truly has made a believer out of me. When you don't listen to Him, go ahead on. Go on, listen on over. Go. And see, that's the importance. So anyway, like I said, I've only seen one episode. I got to catch up on it, but again, let me just say this about grown and gospel. And I had to come to the realization for this myself. I really did. I had to come to the realization myself that I don't care who child I am, let's just say, for instance, to me, I feel like my mama is my all. My daddy was my all, when he was living and everything. So I think they're awesome. I think they're the best thing since sliced bread. Same way with my mother. But guess what? No matter what my mama has accomplished, and no matter what kind of lifestyle my mother provided for me and my family and my siblings while we were growing up, but now behold, we're grown and we got our own get down. Like I got my own style and I got my own decor type thing. I do things that make me happy. My mama, she may not be studying pink flowers, yellow flowers, that kind of stuff I like. It makes me happy. But her style is totally different. But when I go to her house, I feel, oh, that's my mama, that's home, right? You understand? So it doesn't matter what they have attained. Just see what I'm saying, y'all. It doesn't matter what your parents have attained or even what kind of a lifestyle they put you in based on their fruit of their labor. And yes, you want to be able to be a blessing and share with your children and your children's children if you're able to. Look, we all do really well just to be able to take care of our own household and our own needs. Isn't that the truth? No, don't mean no harm, family. But I do well, and I live I live within my means, and I can take care of what the Lord has blessed me with. And I tell the Lord, thank you that I do just fine handling and taking care of my own household. And when I have a little extra, yeah, I'll give it to my family and my children. Oh, absolutely. However, one thing that I had to learn is just because someone I'm perhaps attached to, and this is one of the things I noticed with some of the people on the show. Let's, for instance, I was thinking about Fred Hammond's daughter. And she's absolutely stunning. Love her hair. She almost made me want to get it cut short and be my mama's mini-me and get my hair blonde or that pretty auburn red. But anyway, and she was talking about how she really doesn't get the support, I guess, or the push, just because her daddy's Fred Hammond and he's been very successful and is very successful in the gospel world. She said, oh, honey, I don't get them phone calls, folks busting down the door wanting to hear me sing. And I can sing. I mean, in one of the episodes, she was telling Dorinda Clark that, she sings, she writes, she this and that. And Dorinda was like, oh, really? Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And Dorinda was like, oh, okay, that's, and then, and of course they edit. So Dorinda was like, okay, well, tell your daddy I said, hey. And she won't saying it being thrown offish. But again, in this life, again, it doesn't matter who you're attached and entitled to, or, attached, or who you think you're entitled to get something from, baby, you still gotta walk this thing out yourself. You got to put in the work. I mean, isn't that the truth? You have to put in the work. Now, your family may give you some moral support. They may give you good godly counsel. They may have good information to give you to get from point A to point B. But ultimately, baby, you got to do this thing called life. Once you get from up under mama and them, oh, you got to do life. You got to do it. Standing firm and ask the Lord to help you so that you can endure, so that he can watch over those things that you prayed about and help you perform them. Oh, absolutely. So I just thought about that. I thought, you know what? Yeah, it would be great, according to what she was saying now, that if she got all these meetings and or, you know, accolades and, you know, people beating down her door based on who her daddy is and the whole, that, yeah, all that would be wonderful. But you also have to recognize too, baby, sometimes life is not a crystal stair. There's cracks all up through there. And then I thought about this too, and I had to learn this, like I said, even for myself. I had to learn that I had to learn this. You know how we have an expectation that God jump to it, that God do what we say when we say, and then we get a little attitude when things don't happen and we ask the Lord why. It reminds me of when Moses was complaining to God about, don't you hear these people? Don't you hear these people carrying on down here? Don't you see them? Don't you hear them? And God said, yeah, I see them and I hear them and I know when I need to move. Look, God is God all by himself. He don't have to report to us. He don't have to tell us when he decides he's going to move unless he wants to, because he's sovereign like that. And I think, you know, just because, do you think God is shocked that we go through what we go through? But we will get an attitude when people like we are his director to tell him what to do. And when he don't move quick enough, we get a little attitude. See, I know somebody done cut the video off because they don't want to confess that thing. Because see, I've been there and I've done it. Oh, absolutely. So just think about what I got from Fred Hammond's daughter talking about that is that, you know, your story is not abnormal. Every day, every walk of life, and that's not to belittle your situation. That's not to be sympathetic to your situation. Absolutely. But you know, it's like, yeah, take a number. We all have a story. We all have some disappointments where we thought, heck, you got women who've been married to a man for 40 years and thought that after 40 years he would have left her some kind of insurance policy. Found out she didn't have it. Or you was with a joker and you thought maybe he wouldn't cheat on you. I mean, we all probably have a story of some sort. And it doesn't make us quote unquote special. But I had to learn that too, that just like he told Moses, I hear the people and I see the people and I see everything that's going on. And I know when I'm gonna move. And the same way with, you know, again, I'm just talking about this situation on this show, is that, yeah, there are going to be things that come in your life. It doesn't matter who you're attached to. Baby, people are not obligated to give you a handout. Would it be nice if it came from your parents? Absolutely. Would it be nice for it to come from folks that you've helped along the way? Now you find yourself in dire straits and if they don't reciprocate how you reciprocated to them, yeah, it'll be a little painful, a little punch in the stomach. But guess what? That's when you say, okay, they're not obligated. Not necessarily. They ain't not obligated to do this or that or the other. That's why you have to move, press. Just like I couldn't depend on, you know, let's just say after a couple of weeks, my brother decided, you know what, girl, I can't get up every morning like this. But he stuck through it until, unfortunately, you know, he suffered his heart attack. But still, But guess what Tanya had to continue to do? I could have said, well, Dad, Tony, you still need to do this because, of your situation. I could have done all that. I could have said, well, daggone, you said you were going to stick through. No, because things change. Situations change. And I couldn't just depend on him to keep me motivated. No, baby, you better work out your own soul salvation, work out your own life situation so that you can be tried by the fire and come forth as pure gold. And that's what I'm saying. And like I said, it's not that I'm not sympathetic to her situation, because yeah, you would think when you have a father is famous and or is has such a notoriety in the gospel industry, it just seemed like it would have just been second nature for her to be there with no issues. Anytime she wanted to drop a label breaker, anytime she needed to go sing at church, wouldn't have been no problem because of the name. But ain't you glad that you know the name of Jesus? Because when you call upon his name, amen. But y'all understand what I'm saying in the natural, baby. And even it is required for us as believers that we have to have a mustard seed of faith in order for God to move and to be pleased. But if you just sitting back just because of your name, because you got to put some activation on that name, but you sitting back and just think because my name is this and that and the other, I'm supposed to have this, baby, think again. And like I said, not dogging her out, absolutely not. But I think, when we get to a point in our life, we can't look for mommy and daddy to do everything all the time. Earn your thing. Walk through this life and earn your own spot. Do it by the fruit of your labor. Because, that might be what people want to hear. They may not want to hear you. So you may sing beautifully, but they may not want to hear your voice. It just is what it is. But like I said, that's them. And again, I just wanted to just speak on like the different family dynamic. I mean, there's just many family dynamics. And again, study, work hard to show yourself approved. Study, work hard, persevere to show yourself approved. That way you know you did it. Yeah, again, ain't nothing wrong with help. And honestly, these days, I know all my help comes from the Lord. And that's just the truth. Yes, does he use people? Yes, may he put somebody in my path to make it a little easier. That's when he puts things in place to make that affliction light, that light affliction. Oh yeah, he'll do that, absolutely. But I know it was him who sent the help to ease my load. Come on here. Y'all, if y'all don't recognize that, it is he. Who is he? The great I am. It is him who will send that person or persons to make that affliction light so I can just go on a little bit further down the road. But anyway, those are the two shows that I have been intrigued about. And like I said, all of it is family. But anyway, so y'all, it's up to y'all. Again, SWV and Escape. They got things going on, but specifically pray for LaTocha and her sister Tamika. And then also Grown in Gospel. So far, those are two shows that reality shows that I'll tune in and continue to watch just to see how that works out. I really, really, truly do. And it is interesting. It is interesting too how they're trying in Grown in Gospel, they're trying to get different people from the different families together to do some gospel. I do like that, and I like how they're showing the business side of it. It's not always just drama. they are talking a little bit about the business side. That kind of stuff is very interesting to me. Like they pull back the curtain so you can see how that works, because you never know who's watching. They may ever want to tap into whatever, and when they pull back the curtain a little bit so people can get a couple of little nuggets, I think that's good when they do that too. I always try to find some type of positivity from those type shows, even though we know some of them shows can be ratchet. But anyway, it feels so good this evening. It really does. I got, you know what? I gotta go push my trash to the front of the house, to the curb. That's what I forgot to do. But anyway, y'all be encouraged. Always continue to pray with and for your family, because I'm telling you, mad day will come around, honey, and it'll destroy. Sometimes, so there's no coming back from. On mad day. Mm. Anyway, love y'all. God bless, and may the peace of the Lord be with you. Bye, y'all. The sun is coming. It's coming from behind that cloud, but it's going down. It's a beautiful, beautiful evening. I hadn't felt no mosquitoes by me, but anyway, y'all, I'm out.